With her enchantment, she has twined me around. This is what Satyavan is telling to the elders in the hermitage. At the noon hour, Satyavan's soul was seized by death, and it was being dragged by him to his abode. Savitri had followed him, and with the mighty mother's power of the divine Shakti seated in her soul, she conquered death and got back the soul of Satyavan. She got back the soul of Satyavan not for herself, but for the soul of the earth. Savitri, with the soul of Satyavan, could have well stayed in the transcendental realms. She was offered that boon, but she did not accept it. She refused it. She wanted the soul of Satyavan back for the earth. When the soul of Satyavan comes back from his dead body, he wakes up as if he is coming out of a dream. He has some kind of a vague recollection of what had happened during the last couple of hours. Some dreadful figure dragging him, he having entered in some mysterious realms, Savitri following them and bringing him back. Satyavan has faint recollection of it, and the moment he remembers all that, then he gets worried. He gets worried that it had become dark in the night and they have not returned yet to the hermitage. In the hermitage, his parents, in the hermitages that are around, all the elders would certainly be worried about their not coming so far. In fact, Bhimasena is in great anguish and he almost kind of raves as why the young couple has not come back. But the moment they reach the hermitage, Bhimasena, Satyavan's father, asks him about the cause of his coming late. What is it that had delayed them, that they had come so late to return? Was there any danger? Did they foresee, did they encounter any obstacle, any difficulty? He was keen to know about all that had happened there. Then, with a smile, Satyavan replies, lay all on her. She is the cause of all. Lay all on her. She is the cause of all. This is too mystic a truth for the elders to immediately grasp. Something has definitely happened in the forest, and something ominous, calamitous that had happened had been avoided, had been removed, had been conquered, and The one who would have done that must be she, Savitri. And therefore, Satyavan must be saying that ominous thing which had come there, it is she who has removed, and therefore lay all on her. She is the cause of all. It is she with her enchantments twined him around and brought him here back. It is she who clasped him, who enfolded him in her arms of enchantment. With a sort of a magic spell, he was seized by her totally, completely. A charm was cast, and in that bewitchment, the charm, that enchantment, it is that which has brought him back to earth. Satyavan has a vague idea as what had happened during the last few hours. Death dragging his soul to his abode, that formidable shape, that huge, big, monstrous, immense, that formidable shape dragging him to his abode. Death, the spirit of the void, spirit of the void, swallowing everything, swallowing his soul. It is that which he had experienced there. Perhaps it is the most difficult kind of an experiment, of an experience, and it is only a person like Satyavan who could stand, who could offer himself to that experiment, that formidable shape, the spirit of the void swallowing him, in order that, pitched against it, the divine consciousness force shall conquer it and remove it totally. But Satyavan doesn't have the full knowledge, all the details of what had happened during his sojourn through various realms of night and everlasting day. He doesn't have full idea of all that they had lived in the transcendent. Satyavan doesn't seem to recollect that they were together in the transcendent. It was only Savitri who seems to know that, who does know that. But now he sees in Savitri, after coming back to the earth, he is in Savitri a marvelous change. She doesn't seem to him the same old Savitri. Somebody too divine, too remote, too far away from human. That is the kind of Savitri he is seeing there now, standing in front of him, and therefore he has an apprehension whether that marvelous Savitri would shun away the human Satyavan. Would their mortal relationship get affected by that? Will she, with the same loveliness, same sweetness he was having until now, that immortal Savitri, will she also be with the same sweetness and loveliness for him? Savitri assures him that in that respect, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Their relationship is fulfilled. Their mortal relationship has transcended all the boundaries, crossed all the boundaries, all the limitations, and there is a greater fulfillment in their mortal relationship. Satyavan and Savitri return to the hermitage and are questioned why they are late. Satyavan tells that it is because of her. With her enchantments, she has twined me round, and here we are. With her enchantments, she has twined him round.